All right, so now I'm gonna get to the burning meat and potatoes. I've been waiting to ask. So the
Yes.
band. Tell me about the band.
Man, so the band is fresh, so we're catching it right out the gate.
Yeah.
Band doesn't even nobody even knows it exists yet, pretty much. It's Silent Reflection. So we got some concepts on this one, man. We're going deep. So Silent Reflection is this stands for
That's the name of the band, Silent Reflection. Okay.
so
All
that's
right.
the band's name.
Okay.
And the band's name kind of stems from a constant reflection of self. Every day, waking up, checking yourself. Hey, have I done this? Am I making sure to stay up in my word? Am I practicing? Blessed are the merciful, for they are merciful, so they receive mercy.
Yeah.
Am I doing these things? Am I being merciful? Am I giving that hand that God tells me to give? So that's where the name kind of stems from. It is a constant reflection of yourself and making sure that it aligns with divinity. Um, so that's where it starts from. And the silent reflection is because, if I'm being completely honest with you, we started as reflection, and there was a lot of talk about LLC kind of stuff with another band that was Reflections. And so I was like, okay,
Oh, wow.
so
Throwback.
right. Yeah, right.
Throwback.
So I was like, okay, so what can I do that kind of throws it in there, still keeps the concept right, and doesn't kind of veer too far theologically? Um, so now when I hear silent reflection, now I think about what you know how God says like there's praying, and then He says to pray in private.
Yep.
Like keep some stuff like come to me by yourself, and some stuff is you and me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that was where that came from, was silent reflection, that constant little voice in your head that's like, if you go to steal a candy bar as a kid, you're like, you know,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
maybe I should, ah,
Yeah.
that is that silent reflection that you're not hearing or that you're not speaking, but that you are constantly battling every single day, like whether it's whatever it is. Um, so that's where the name came from. Once I had the name, I was like, okay, so what kind of concept am I going to run with? And I immediately knew, because numeric value to God is kind of cool to me. A big one is the number seven. So did you know that the number seven pops up in the Bible over 700 times?
I just recently saw that and I thought that was
Yeah,
really cool. I thought that was sick.
right. So
I
come
thought
on
that
and
was,
tell me,
I
don't
was
tell
like,
me God ain't numerical.
yeah, I
Come
was
on
like,
now.
I read that. I forgot. I seen it. I saw it in several places, and I was like, of course, it's God, of course,
You
you
know what I'm
know.
saying? Seven deadly sins, seven
Yeah,
seals,
yeah.
all these things, right? All these things that kind of tie into the 7 days, right?
Hmm.
Um, all these. I was like, okay, number seven got to play a part in this record. So there's 15 songs, right? But listen to this. If you don't know this, I would be so surprised if you could ever catch it. So the first 7 songs of the record are all in minor key and are heavier, symbolizing, because seven is also the number of completion.
Hmm.
So seven of these songs are all in minor, not necessarily lyrically, but strictly vibrational, strictly hearing, just your hearing experience, not even listening to lyrics. All minor and heavier, symbolizing the completion of your earth trials. So there's lyrics in there that talk about going through earth and like going through your life here and how hard it is. And it's all symbolizing again that completion of the death. Then there's a song in the middle. It's called Call Out. And it's just guitar and vocals. And it is about calling out to Jesus in that time. That time when you're like, man, I can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? That's the call out. So you got the seven, the call out. Then there's 7 more songs. And that resembles the completion of the rebirth. Your and spirit. And it's all major key, which
Mm.
is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Um, and the record is called Earth Under Heaven. Kind of, I wanted a better way, non-cheesier way to say yin and yang, black and white. I also didn't want to say heaven and earth because I feel like that's been used a lot.
Yeah,
So I said,
I thought it may have been a play on Earth as it is in heaven.
yeah, and
But
exactly
I
as
kind of get
well,
what yeah, I
as
kind of get what
well
you're
though.
saying though. Yeah.
I wanted a better way, and then as well, 100% your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So earth under heaven, and the I just got the art bag too. It's so cool, but it's the tree of life, and it's got the fruit in it, and it's got doves in the tree. Okay. And these doves, the doves pop up a few times in the Bible, appears to Mary, and symbol of hope, right?
Yeah.
Um, the doves are nesting in this tree, symbolizing divinity, and it's in the middle of a lake or the ocean. And the tree is coming out of the ocean, and there's a human hand reaching through the water to the tree. And what this is supposed to symbolize is humanity reaching for something divine that we can't necessarily see or feel yet, but we have to have that faith. And so we're constantly reaching for it. And it is a powerful image, man. I'll tell you, and I put a lot of thought into it. So this record in itself is a literal listening story of what the gospel is, which is giving your life to Christ. And so it's literally just the tribulation of life, the call out, and the rebirth. Um, and that's where I was like, okay, so now that we got this, now we gotta make sure we're giving this to people. We gotta make sure people hear this. Um, and so I'll be honest, man, there was like a couple of months where I was like, I don't even know if I want to share this with the world. It's so pure to me. Like it means so much to me. 2 years in the making, almost my like the real parts, the real I want to say what's the word that I'm looking for? Where you hop over the obstacle, the more actual
The hurdle.
you get hurdle. Yeah,
Yeah.
getting over those hurdles that time
Yeah.
is when this was written. So
This was
when I had that
this past year
this past
or the
two
past two
years,
years. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And so I got to this point where I was like, I don't really know if I'm going to share this. I might keep this for friends, family, and myself. Kind of release a couple of music here and there, just to kind of like get my fix out of like what I really love to do. And I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to try and pursue this career wise, worry about it or anything. And then I got a nomination for Rapzilla. And I was like, whoa. I was like, hold on a minute.
That was your sign.
That was, yeah. And so that was just another thing where I was like, hey, yo. Like I was really just like I was complacent. I was like, you know what, God, you got me in a good job. I don't necessarily have a ton of time. So I was like, you know what? I'll make music when I'm happy. I'll make it. I will spread the good news. Um, and I'll just stay where I'm at. You know what I mean? And I'll be happy here and I'll rock it out. I'll probably keep this band thing to myself because I don't really have any instrumentalists to go with it, right? I don't have a guitarist. I don't have a drummer. I don't have a bassist. Don't really have any of that stuff. So at that moment when I had that, I kicked everything into gear. I started getting the release plan together. I started getting a band together. Now I did have the guitarist help me write a couple of the guitar riffs on the record. In a couple of instances throughout there, they were still kind of very much two brains in that and just the guitar riffs. And then
Hmm.
obviously I added guitar, drums, bass, and vocals. But I expanded it, got the band together, we did the video, and then I was like, okay, we did that. By the way, we did that in like a week.
The whole
Like
thing.
everything. Yeah, like the video,
Wow,
getting everybody to get like, oh man, it was all done like it was fast.
man.
Um and again, like everything just kind of fell into place. The videographer just cut me an insane deal I couldn't refuse to do the video. He is also like he has a worship band, so he was like, man, I just really love the ministry and the push behind this record. He's like, I just want to be a part of it for that. Um, And so through Rapzilla, through him, through all this support, I've just had like an overwhelming, and very overwhelming and like almost emotional, like wow, like I'm really still being heard and God really still has plans for my music. Which is really, really cool and really powerful to me. So whether I will always keep a really like a special place in my heart for where what CHH has done for me, um, this band stuff has been something that I've literally been praying on, thinking about for 2 years, and then this happens, and I'm like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
So not like I'm gonna be all over the place. I mean, you're gonna see me doing because of this, I'm gonna be doing the band stuff. I might do a country record. I might do man, y'all might pull it out of me, man. I might break out and actually rap because I can rap. You just ain't heard it yet. You know what I
I
mean?
believe it, dude. I believe it.
Um, but
Man,
it
man,
makes me so
yeah, no,
excited.
I can feel it, dude. I love your energy and your passion, your obvious, apparent love for Jesus. You are uh, a light, and you've been a joy to talk to. So I can for sure see how much this means to you. And I will be praying for you, brother. That whatever you do, that you do it unto the Lord. And if and I always say this to everybody. I'm sure people have heard it millions of times, but it's something that I kind of preach to myself sometimes. It's if God if you pray for something and God grants it, terrific, right? But if God doesn't and He closes doors for you, just know that His plans are greater, right? Because I know you're in this. Obviously, I can't relate to you on the artist perspective, but as a human being and as a brother in Christ, I don't know, man. I'm genuinely excited for you. And just I know you're in a different state. We just met, but um, I consider you a friend. So
Likewise, my brother. Likewise.
yeah, man, this has been really cool.